morning to all. So this is G. Ilorusnathan, Assistant Professor, Department of PCE, SRM University, Kattangur. So in this video lecture, we are going to discuss about advanced cellular mobile communication system. So according to this advanced cellular mobile communication system, we are going to discuss about evaluation of cell phone technology. Next, we are going to discuss about third generation project partnership LTE system. Then finally, we are going to discuss about WiMAX. So according to this today's video lecture, we are going to discuss about evaluation of cell phone system. So evaluation of mobile radio communication. So in the year of 1934, the police radio uses conventional AM mobile communication system. AM is nothing but analog. The first mobile communication system went with the help of an analog modulation. Next, 1935, Edwin Armstrong and demonstrated conversion of AM to FM. That is, from analog modulation, we moved to frequency modulation. In the year 1946, first public mobile telephone system service, which is going to be work with the principle of an push to talk. So once if you are going to talk, we are supposed to push the button. Once the conversation is over, we are supposed to talk. Next, in 1960, an improved mobile telephone service with the help of an IMTS went with the help of full duplex. Full duplex means at a time, both sender and receiver, they can able to communicate simultaneously. In the same year, 1960, Bell Laboratory introduced the concept of cellular mobile system. In 1968, AT and T proposed the concept of cellular mobile system to FCC, that is forward control channel. In 1976, Bell mobile phone service went with poor service in what aspect means, that is call blocking. In 1983, advanced mobile phone system, that is AMPS, works with the principle of an FDMA as well as FM. FDMA is nothing but frequency division multiple access, as FM is nothing but frequency modulation. In 1991, Global System for Mobile, that is nothing but GSM, works with the principle of both the FDM, TDM and GMSK modulation technique. In 1991, US Digital Cellular went with TDMA as DQPSK. In 1993, IS-95 went with modulation technique CDMA, code division multiple access, with the help of modulation technique QPSK as well as DPSK. Next, first of all, we want to know about the cell phone telephone system. So it's going to provide the communication from PSTN. PSTN is nothing but public switched telephone network for any user location within the radio range of the system. So according to that cellular telephone system, what are the characteristics we are going to follow? Means it's going to be a large number of users, and easily we can able to expand according to our geographic area. But only one constraint, it will be applicable only for limited frequency spectrum. By reusing frequency technique, we can able to enlarge our cell phone system in our geographical area. The basic cellular system, which going to be consist of MS, BS and MSC. MS is nothing but mobile station, BS is nothing but base station, MSC is nothing but mobile switching center. So you can able to see the image. The public switching telephone network is going to be connected with MSC, that is nothing but mobile switching center. By mobile switching center, it will be connected to each base station via base station, and mobile station will be connected. So that was the image represented in next. Evaluation of mobile phone system. The first mobile phone have been introduced in the year 1980. By the time the cell phone size is going to be very big. That is mere, it's going to be in the size of bricks. Weight also, it will be more. Then they have been went with an advanced technique, and they have been reduced the cell phone size as well as cell phone weight. When means in 1990, that was the first generation in our mobile phone communication. In 2000, they went with an system called GSM, that is nothing but Global System for Mobile, as well as they went with GPRS, General Packet Radio System. Then they went with Agent Phone. In 2010, they went by 3G. 3G is nothing but third generation. The third generation they went with CDMA. Then in fourth generation, that is 2010, they have been come up with a technique called LTE, long-term evaluation, or well as LTE-A, that is long-term evaluation advanced. In 2020, we went with 5G system. Next, technical evaluation of GSM to Edge, then WCDMA. So GSM is nothing but second generation. Next, we went with third generation with the help of a CDMA. So GSMA went with help of a circuit switched network. By using the circuit switch network, we can go for voice, but the data is going to be very, very, very minimum. Then we moved to GPRS, General Packet Radio System. So this was our first internet, that is nothing but packet switching network. With this, we can go voice call as well as minimum data speed. After GPRS, we went with WCDMA with the help of FDD as well as TBD, frequency division duplexing as well as time duplexing. So with this, we went with both voice as well as high speed data. Next, we are going to discuss about cellular technology. So cellular technology is going to be start in the year of 1980. That is nothing but first generation. So right now we are in 2026. So we have been moved from 5G to 6G. So we will see one by one. First generation. So as I said previously, the first generation went with analog modulation. So based on that analog technology, uses single base station to communicate with a single portable terminal. In first generation, what was the technology they are going to be used means that is nothing but AMPS, Advanced Mobile Phone Service. So by this first generation, we went only for voice call. Right, voice call. By the time the cell phone size is going to be very big, as well as weight of the cell phone is going to be quite more. Then they have been come up with an second generation in the year 1990, based on the technology called GSM, that is nothing but Global System for Mobile. By using this GSM, we used two type of a modulation system. One is nothing but analog modulation, as well as we went with frequency modulation. Right. So by this time, the cell phone size comparatively it's going to be reduced from first generation to second generation, as well as weight of the cell phone also it have been reduced from first to second. In first generation, we went purely only for voice call. In second generation, that is nothing but GSM, we went with both voice call as well as SMS. SMS is nothing but short message services. So this was the story of second generation. Third generation. So in third generation, we have been come up with an multimedia. Multimedia is nothing but colored mobile phone. By using the colored mobile phone, we used either music player or we played some small games in the third generation mobile phone system. In third generation, they have been used the technology called CDMA, code division for code division multiple access. So this was the technology they have been used for it. So by this time, the cell phone size is going to be somewhat improved. Why? Because means in third generation, we have been introduced two services. One is nothing but multimedia, that is colored mobile, as well as we introduce some small game also in that third generation mobile phone. Next, we went with fourth generation. Fourth is nothing but we are going to be used an smartphone. You know about the usage of smartphone right now. Right now, no one can live without mobile phone. Why? Because they can able to do whatever they want or they are thinking in their mind in one place itself. Previously, if you want to book the ticket for railway, we want to go for railway station, and then in that we want to take the form, we want to fill it up, and we are supposed to in the queue. Once based on the queue priority, you will be moved up, and then you can able to book the ticket. Right now, directly you can able to go to your mobile phone. In that you can go for Google. There you can type IRTC. There you can log in. After that you can book the ticket within 2 to 3 minutes. That was the scenario have been changed right now by using that smartphone phone. So by using the smartphone, we can able to go for video call. We can able to see the live streams. We can able to see the live IPL match, live football match. So everything we can able to see, we can able to observe, or we can able to monitor, or you can able to enjoy in a single place. You need not to go, or you need not to move from one place to another place. By sitting in one place, you can do whatever you are thinking in your mind. So that is with the help of a fourth generation. To enable usage over IP platform. IP is nothing but internet protocol. By using this internet protocol platform, by using that data package, that is nothing but packet switching system. That is packet switching system. It is going to be a long-term evaluation, and then we went with long-term evaluation in advanced level. After that, we went with mobile WiMAX. So that's all about fourth generation. Now we are going to see 3GPP LTE. 3G is nothing but third generation. Then what is nothing but PPE is partnership project. In 2004, rollout of wideband code division multiple access. That is nothing but previously we have discussed about WCDMA. W is nothing but wideband. CDMA is nothing but code division multiple access system has happening. The third generation partnership project industry constraint started to work on fourth generation. That is nothing but 4G. It was predicted at the time that data rate and the spectral efficiency of WCDMA could not meet the demand of the future application. So they have been come up with one new system, and then they are supposed to develop that new system. It was decided to completely change both the air interface as well as core interface. Core interface nothing but the system. What was the base station, mobile system, mobile switching method? That is nothing but core. Air interface, how we are going to communicate from one place to another place with the help of a free space or with the help of an air. The air interface was moved with the help of an OFDM, that is nothing but orthogonal frequency division multiple as modulation technique, and the same orthogonal frequency division multiple access, they are going to be support for MIMO system. MIMO is nothing but multiple input and then multiple output by using an new antenna technology. The core network was to evolve into a pure packet switching network. The new standard it is going to be become known as 3GP LTE or simple LTE. Why there is an eagerness by the cell phone industry in order to move from 3G to 4G? The reason are need for improved data rate. Why? Because means comparatively, if you are going to see from third generation to fourth generation, the data rate speed have been increased. Then only we can able to use your surfing and you can able to enjoy the resource. What previously we have discussed, how you are going to book the ticket, how you are going to see the match, how you are going to see the news, everything. Once if your data rate is going to be up to the mark, then only you can able to enjoy your application. So that was the first point. Need for improved data rate and spectral efficiency, in particular in dense urban environment. For some operator, the possible is going to be from 2G directly to 4G. The competition is going to be on WiMAX. The possibility of acquiring new spectrum in the name of getting it for the new system. Now we are going to discuss about how we are going to be moved to WiMAX, what are the important and what was the change we have been observed and we have been enjoying. So first, WiMAX. In IEEE standard, how you are going to be spell this WiMAX means IEEE 802.16. The worldwide interoperability of microwave access. This will be a full form for WiMAX. W stands for worldwide, small I stands for interoperability, then MAX is nothing but microwave access. This is a wireless communication standard for MAN network, that is nothing but metropolitan area network. For example, the network covering whole city or even the whole country. So metropolitan means nothing but in India nearly 4 metropolitan cities are there. One is Chennai, then next one Mumbai, then next one Kolkata, then the fourth one is Delhi. So according to that, these are the multiple cities. In this we can able to deploy our WiMAX system because it's going to be cover the entire man or it's going to be entire the whole country depending upon the range. Originally intended as a standard for fixed wireless access, that is WFA, using millimeter wave band. That range is going to be 11 to 60 gigahertz. It concentrates more and more on providing availability, and its latest incarnation has become a competition to third as well as fourth generation cellular system. Some of the important advantage in WiMAX. WiMAX standard was originally intended for data communication. Voice is more of an afterthought that is enabled by voice over internet, that is VoIP, voice over internet protocol communication. As the entrance of future cellular system will lie on data communication. This is an beneficial for WiMAX system. Then second advantage, the modulation format and the multiple access format of WiMAX, that is nothing but MIMO, you know very well, multi-input and multi-output antenna technology. And we went with the modulation OFDMA, orthogonal frequency division multiplexing, or OFDMA, orthogonal frequency division multiple access, is more suitable for high data rate communication. The third important point, the standard is much simpler than 3GP, covering only 1,400 pages. As consequence, the standard that can be understood and realized even by relatively small company, which increases the number of possible supplier and driver down cost. Then the system architecture is internet protocol IP based, so that no costly development and deployment of a separate backbone network is required for WiMAX. The standard is strongly supported by computer chip manufacturing, which will build WiMAX RX. RX is nothing but receiver into most laptop. This leads to an automatic customer base for WiMAX system. So WiMAX is a wireless communication and it is going to be used for metropolitan. This we already discussed. Straight away we are going for modulation, that is nothing but OFDM, and the antenna technology is nothing but MIMO. The frequency band we are going to be used for WiMAX is 1.9, 2.1, 2.5, 3.55 gigahertz. Depending upon that uplink and then downlink, it has been given 1.9, 2.1, 2.5, 3.5 as well as 5 gigahertz. The frequency band unit is going to be gigahertz. Next, we are going to discuss about the physical layer in WiMAX system. Both frequency domain duplexing as well as time domain duplexing are specified, though TDD is by far the more common option. In TDD, that is time domain duplexing, the time axis is divided into 5 millisecond frame, which serves first the downlink and then it will consider the uplink. In each of the uplink and downlink, OFDM symbol have been transmitted with a different subcarrier and different OFDM symbol are assigned to the different user. The original uplink and then downlink, which is going to be transmitted with the help of an OFDM symbol with different subcarrier, and OFDM symbol has been assigned to different users. The subcarrier assigned to a user are either distributed over the available bandwidth to achieve high frequency and high interference diversity, so that the adaptive modulation and coding based on channel state, that is channel state information CSI, as a transmitter can be more easily applied. Next, the subframe are divided into zone, and during each zone, the nature of the assignment of subcarrier to user can be different. Why? Because it can be divided into different zone. Each and every zone is assigned to be an subcarrier to an user. At the beginning of a frame, MAP is sent out, describing which subscriber are intended for which user. The various type of multiple antenna technique can be used for transmission in both uplink and downlink. The multiple antenna is nothing but MIMO, multi input, multi output. Here we are going to deploy n number of an antenna at the input side and then n number of an antenna in output side. So by this technique, we have been fulfilling more data speed. The last one, space-time block code, as well as spatial multiplexing, as well as antenna connection, can use to increase the diversity. So space-time block code, spatial multiplexing, as well as antenna connection can be used to increase diversity and the data rate. So this is nothing but system architecture for WiMAX. So first up, we want to know what is meant by BS, what is meant by ASN, what is meant by HA, everything. So CSN, Connectivity Service Network. ASN, Access Service Network. NSP, Network Service Provider. NAP, Network Access Provider. HA, Home Agent. FA, Foreign Agent. AAA, Authentication, Authorization, and Access. So these are the abbreviations we are used in WiMAX system architecture. So you can able to see it's going to start from base station. So BS is nothing but base station. This base station is nothing but your cell phone tower. Then and there you can able to see the tower, no, that is cell phone tower. So that is going to be named as a base station. By using this base station only, we are going to get connection for your laptop. These are all is going to be get connected to ASN, that is nothing but access service network. Access service network means in today nearly we are going for 4 different mobile operators: BSNL, Airtel, Vodafone as well as Jio. So first we want to look to which access service network you are going to belong. Accordingly, it will be provide the network connection. So this is going to be named as an FPA. FPA is nothing but foreign agent. These are all is going to be connected with the help of a base station as well as sender. From this point, it will be looked after your network. Why? Because means here you are going to use ASN, that is nothing but as a service network, as a gateway, and it is going to be a foreign agent. So you are supposed to see the NAP. NAP is nothing but network access provider, to whom you are going to belong, whether you are going to belong Airtel operator or Jio operator or Vodafone or BSNL. So after that, it will be seeing CSN, that is nothing but connectivity service network. So this connectivity service network is going to be hacked as a home agent. Home agent means if you are going to belong Airtel, so suppose you are going to Airtel only, you need not go for different network. So this is nothing but your home network. You are going to use Airtel, obviously you are going to use your mobile data in Airtel. That is nothing but CSN, connectivity service network. So Airtel will give the connection service network also. Next, directly it will not give the connection. It will see the AAA form, that is nothing but authentication, authorization and accounting. So based on this authentication, authorization and accounting, it will give the connection service network. After that, you are going to be moved to NFC, that is nothing but network service provided with the help of your home agent. So this is nothing but your WiMAX system architecture. So you are going to start from base station, then you are going for access service network. And after you are going to look after whether you are going for foreign agent or home agent. If you are going for home agent, then it will be going for AAA. After that, it will be going for network service provider. So this is WiMAX network structure. So previously we have seen the system architecture. Here you are going to see according to the network concept. That this abbreviation is going to be same: ASN, CSN, everything and all. So you no need to wait once again by seeing that abbreviation. Directly we can able to see the network structure. So this MS is nothing but mobile service, mobile station. This mobile station is going to be get connected to the RS. This RS is nothing but relay station. By using this relay station, it will be connected from mobile station to base station. Then this R1, R2, R3, R4, R5, R6, this R is nothing but it is nothing but your router. So with this here you are going to go first MS to BS. From BS we are going to move to ASN, that is nothing but Access Service Network. GW is nothing but gateway. FA is nothing but foreign agent. Next we are going to look after whether you are going to belong to home agent or foreign agent. So once if you are going for home agent means it will be going for AA, authentication, authorization and then accounting, and then it will be connected to that other operator CSN. CSN is nothing but connection service network. So this is nothing but your network structure of WiMAX system. So according to the network structure of WiMAX system, the main goal of this architecture is to separate the over the air access, that is nothing but access service network, from the internet access, that is nothing but connectivity service network. Access is nothing but to whom you are going to have the access, whether you are going for Vodafone or BSNL or Jio. From that internet access to be given, that is nothing but connectivity service network. So you want to see the difference between ASN, CSN. SN is nothing but service network, service network. A stands for access, C stands for connectivity. It is a goal that the two network can be owned by different providers. Then, as a service network provides the over-the-air connectivity corresponding to the physical layer as well as MAC layer are defined in the IEEE 802.16 standard. IEEE 802.16 standard. See this. And provides the scheduling and then resource management. So PHY is nothing but physical layer, MAC is nothing but medium access control. That is nothing but MAC layer. It discovers which the network are available and connects the user to the preferred CSN. That is nothing but connectivity service network. So physical layer, it will identify to whom you are coming from, to where you are supposed to go, origin and then destination. And then it will identify your physical characteristics, whether you are going to message or signal, then length, size, everything it will identify. Topology of the network. MAC is nothing but medium access control. It will go for error control, flow control as well as access control. Then only it will reach the destination. So it's going to be consist of both the physical layer as well as medium access layer, medium access control layer. Each base station is connected to a access service network gateway which has somewhat similar functionality as the base station controller in CSM. So each base station is going to be connected to an access service network with the help of a gateway. It will have the similar function what we have been seen in the GSM architecture base station control. WiMAX defines a number of different functional fits between base station and the gateway. During network discovery, the mobile station discovers both the access service provided with the help of an characteristics by a unique 24-bit operator ID and DLP matching and the available NSP, that is network service provider. So WiMAX defines number of different functions. It will be fit into two, base station as well as gateway. During this, we can able to go for operator ID and then available network service provider. The situation is similar to Wi-Fi, where an access point just to provide a wireless link that can be seen as a cable replacement for a wired internet connection, getting access and making payment to the internet service provider is independent parties of the network. So the situation is going to be similar what we are going to be implemented in Wi-Fi, but there is an access point just to provide the wireless link that can be replaced by a wired network that is replacing as a cable for an internet connection and getting access and making payment for internet. That's all about WiMAX network structure. Right. So that's all about today's video lecture. So we will discuss with some other topic in our next video lecture. Thank you.